Are the judges ready? As a good friend of mine once said, America's education system is failing. Ben Schaffhauser, 2018. It's because I heard Ben's inspiring words that I decided to look into this. According to the global census records of The Guardian, America isn't first, we're not second, we're 17th in the world in education. It's because of this shocking statistic that I have to ask the question, would a one core class required system be better for America's students than the one we have in place? I will be examining this question with the four-way Rotarian speech. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? Let us look at the first scene. Is it the truth? Merriam-Webster defines truth as in accordance to fact or reality. In order for us to examine whether this system is the truth, I have to tell you what it would entail. For this one core class required system, when you're a freshman, you would choose one out of the four core classes, math, science, history, and English. And it would be the one that you go to, although you could pick more. Your freshman and your sophomore year, you are allowed to change said core class, but once you get to your junior year, whichever you have chosen will be the one that you stick with until you graduate. Now, this would also lead to students only having the classes that they are particularly interested in instead of being crammed with classes that they don't like. An article by Live Science published in 2007 says that 75% of students call the material taught in schools as boring, uninteresting, and stressful. Now that we can see that this system is in fact true, we have to ask, would it be fair to all concerned? Now, Merriam-Webster defines fair as not too good, but also not too bad. For fairness, we have to address everyone involved, which would be the students, the parents, the teachers, and the community. Students currently are overly worked, they can't stand the work, and teachers have to deal with these students who hate these classes. One student hates history, so he gives his teacher grief. This puts the teacher in a mood that they just don't want to teach anymore. It puts them snappy, which also leads to less productivity in students. This is troublesome, and it's not fair to the students, nor is it fair to the teachers that anybody has to deal with this. An article by The Atlantic published last year says that students right now are chronically stressed, about 50% of them. This is mainly due to the workload, to the swamping amounts of homework, and to peer pressure. This system would address what is this stress by focusing mainly on putting students where they want to be. Teachers would deal with students that actually want to be in said class. Teachers would not have to deal with the students that don't want to be there, because they wouldn't. The bullies wouldn't have as much time because they would actually be interested. They wouldn't have time to just go around and pick on kids for no reason. Parents wouldn't have to worry, is my child focusing in school? Are they paying attention? Are they having fun? Because they would be. Now that we can see that this system would in fact be fair, we have to ask, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Merriam-Webster defines goodwill as a state of building up in regards to a party. Merriam-Webster also defines friendship as the state or quality of being friends. Now, in the current system, our peers are also our greatest rivals. We're pitted against each other in a fight for who can be the best, who can be the smartest, who can get the highest grades, the highest GPA, who gets into what college spot. This isn't really allowing us to be friends. You may, sure, oh, I like that person, but in reality, it's just a battle to the top of the ladder. In this new system, grades would be less focused on, and instead it would be the material that would be emphasized, teaching students, like the system is supposed to be. We would allow for all of these students to create study groups, since cheating would no longer be relevant, they would instead actually have to cooperate. They would have to collaborate as well. They would have to share ideas, share their points and their take on certain aspects. Now that we can see that this would build goodwill and better friendships, we have to finally ask, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Merriam-Webster defines beneficial as in accordance to building upon aspects of life. Now, for it to be beneficial, the students would have to be less stressed, which they would be, less work. Teachers, again, would not have to deal with troublemakers. Parents would not have to deal with their children, again. And finally, the community would get a group of young, educated people ready to serve better and more lively. According to collegeboard.org, colleges want students who are lively, who have special talents, and who have a will to learn. This fire, this will to learn, would be rekindled by this new system because they would enjoy school again. So we have asked if a one core class required system would be better, and we put it through the four-way Rotarian test. And we can see that it is the truth, that it would be fair to all concerned, that it will build goodwill and better friendships, and that it will be beneficial. Maybe it's time that we realized that this system would be superior. And maybe we should listen to Ben and realize that although the US isn't the best right now, we have the potential to be. Thank you.